It's your boy and the CEO. Motherfucker already. I'm not cutting none of this shit neither. Fuck that shit. Yo, so it's your boy and the CEO, the homie Mr. Natic215. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm sorry. That's why I just started smiling. I was trying to find out how to reverse my camera, and
Alright.
and you just did that. Oh, there it is. Boom. Cool. So
Alright,
I can
shit.
see my background. Okay.
How you doing today, sir? You ready with this list?
Yes. Today we are doing the top 5 overhyped games. We do play games, so we're going to make that known. We're not just about sports and movies and things. Because we can do the top 5 pussies. I'll do that.
No, we can't.
I'll do that.
Never. I'm never
But
gonna
it's
do
all
that.
assumption. It's all assumption. Like it's either you dox people and go to jail, or you just make up fantasies about like I don't know, what's the Issa Rae.
I'm pleading the fifth.
So
Even though my couch
yeah,
is comfortable, I do not want to sleep there again tonight.
no.
So overhyped games. I'm gonna let you start it off, bro.
Let me just get comfortable here. All right, top 5 overhyped games. Coming at number 5. Uh, I'm going with Marvel versus Capcom Infinite.
Oh, okay.
That was I look forward to 3 after 2, and then I was hoping for 4 after 3, and they just went some weird way. Like they didn't even Capcom didn't even put like the effort and strength into it like they did from Street Fighter 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Like they just went a completely opposite direction. Even though Street Fighter 6 is a completely opposite direction, it's more like graphically like exuberant, but it's fun to play. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was not fun. I didn't enjoy it. The story mode stunk. They went with the Avengers thing because that's when all the Marvel MCU shit was happening. And they couldn't even get licenses for like Wolverine or Cyclops. They couldn't have the X-Men in the game. So they hyped the game up with all the fighting and the combos and shit. It had the modern controls like Street Fighter 6, and it didn't have any X-Men. Like I was looking forward to that game because I'm such a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fan, and they didn't even show up for it. Like it didn't even like make me want to play it.
Yo, I'm not gonna front. When you said Marvel versus Capcom, I really hope you didn't say part two. I had to wait for you to finish your sentence.
Nobody's nobody
Yeah, that's my fault.
nobody.
That's my fault. I was like, this nigga
I
got
would
me
have
so
showed you
hot.
my hair. I would have showed you my fucking crack pipe if
Oh
I was going to
God,
say Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I
No,
was
that is one of the greatest fighting games ever. No one would ever say that game was overrated.
I was about to say like, oh, this what we do in this stream? Let me change my mind real
Nah,
quick.
I'm not.
I got some shit. Yeah, Last of Us is trash.
Yeah, I ain't on Charlemagne shit. Saying shit's whack just because.
Gotcha. Oh shit. Oh man, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, cause I think because I didn't never play the game. So like you said before, even we started the shit, I'm not gonna call something trash or overhyped unless I played it. But looking at people playing it, you could tell it was a blatant cash grab. It's like it was no soul in it. Like you
Yeah,
said, they couldn't get the IPs to actually put into the game. So and they keep hyping us up for like the next one, which is the best time while MCU was in its prime right now to capitalize on that shit. I don't know what they're doing over there.
man, that shit ain't the licensing shit fucks you up, man. You can't get all the characters because of these fucking studios that own properties and rights and stuff.
Imagine a new Marvel versus Capcom with the RE engine. Oh my god, that shit gonna look so clean. Jesus Christ. But damn, all right. So you
Better
said
have
number
X
five.
Men in it.
It better. Shit. So yours is Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. My number five, and this is kind of cheating. Um, because we said games. I'm saying a series on this one. Just pick a game. It don't matter. Madden. Every
Okay.
every Madden. is overhyped more than the last one, and it's basuda. It's trash. They take away some shit from like Madden '08 or '09, leave it out for 4 years, bring it back around fucking 2012 or some shit, and then act like it's a brand new function or feature to the game. It Madden has lost its soul probably since the day they actually got exclusive rights to the NFL.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's no point of being good when you buy out, when you eliminate the competition. Because remember, at one point, 2K, before they just started making NBA games, they was making football games, damn good ones
They
at
made
that.
5 games. Yeah.
It, I, like everybody keeps saying, was 2K 5.
2K5 was the last one they released with Terrell Owens on the cover.
That shit is the animations is better,
Yeah, it was
the
a
graphics still
better
hold
game.
up, uh, the tackling, the running. Like, how you fuck up running in a football game? It look like the damn ice capades out there and shit every year. Like, for real, bro. So I'm like, that's why I said mine's is cheating. I said just pick a Madden. It don't matter. Uh, the only one I said that was actually semi good before it just got progressively worse was probably Madden '08. That was probably the last great Madden game.
Was that the one with Vic on it?
No, Vic was when was
Like
Vic?
10. I think he was 10
Yeah,
or 11.
I can Google that shit. Matt,
But yeah, I think 1 8 had was it Steve McNair?
Vic cover. That was '04.
No, Vic. Oh
Vic was
wait.
on Vic was on
Vic was
'04.
04. I'm thinking of the fake Vic Eagles one they made. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Madden '08 had Vince Young on it,
Vince Young. Okay.
and he was OP. He was like Michael Vick.
Yeah. If they put you on the cover, your stats are gonna be crazy.
That, and you go to suffer the Madden curse. But
Oh yeah.
his curse wasn't his curse wasn't injury though. His curse was a fucking head coach that did not want to play him, that did not like that style of football, did not see the writing on the wall that football at that position is evolving, and you just can't have a
Yeah.
stagnant QB.
You need a mobile quarterback now. That's just football.
So like, what's Jeff Fisher? He was a fucking. Oh my god, I hated him.
He had the same problem Chip Kelly had, where he came in the NFL and wanted to run things his way instead of adapting to the system and overcoming it. He just wanted to come in with his thing and
But
make it.
that then
It don't work. It don't work. It doesn't
yeah, bro.
work.
Like, it's crazy. Like, because I remember that season. It was the same season they actually let Vince Young start. Like, they started out 0-5, right? 0-6. Technically, you virtually impossible for you to get to the playoffs. Vince won 6 games in a row, and then lost like after that 6 games, he lost the very next one, which totally eliminated them. But he put him in a position to fail, and after that, then he just
Right.
like he
He
couldn't get
brought you
down
back.
again. Like you never gave him a chance to implement a system that catered to his needs. He literally brought his team back in college to win the Rose Bowl that year, I think. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever, bro. Fuck Jeff Fisher. I hope he never succeeds anywhere near football again.
I
Joke, but that's my bad. I guess got off in a rant. But yeah, Madden series, pick one. They all terrible.
agree, man. You the only person on the block. Everybody got to buy your shit. You know. All right. Let me see. Number 4 for my fourth top 5 overhyped games. I'm going with Battlefield 2042.
Niggas pre-ordered that shit too.
I pre-ordered it, and fucking Jedi at Jedi. Uh, he he's like he won't let me forget it either. He's a fucking asshole. He's like, hey, you pre-ordered that 2042, right? Like, please, just leave me alone, man. Dude, that if the trailer looked good, it showed gameplay, and then when you actually turn on the game, you're like, "This
Got
is I got you, motherfucker. I got you."
you.
It's like
Yo,
a chick taking you to like a house, and her boyfriend's waiting for you to rob you. Like it's fucking. You're
damn,
like, "Damn, I thought I was in there, but
damn,
apparently I'm not."
Jack that fool. Damn, bro.
Yeah, I can't even say much about that game, man. I played it a couple times with people, and I was just like, "This ain't good," and it's gone, like off the radar. Like nobody even talks about it.
Yo, the messed up thing is, bro, they let y'all beta test it first before the pre-order.
Yeah, the graphics were fucked up, and the
But
controls were fucked
but
up.
you still bought the
That's
game
why,
though.
yeah,
Like,
but
you ain't got no
I
words.
thought I thought she had promise.
No, damn, that's like bagging a chick with when you in the club and then the lights come on. Disappointed.
Whoa.
Damn. Oh, I play it now though. I did play it. It was free on PS Plus.
Yeah, if that's the case, just play the shit. It's whack.
Yeah,
Can we
I
move on to my from my foibles, please?
got you. Alright, my game. Number four. Oh shit. I don't care what anybody say. Smash Brothers Ultimate. I don't care who mad at that shit. That shit is basuda. That shit is trash. It's the combat is not like melee. It's it was overhyped to begin with. The online play is trash. You the the progression system to get like the new characters, even though you can cheese
I
it,
hear. I
but
hear.
that whole story mode that just basically is a time waster. Like fuck, nah, bro, nah, bro. Like, but when my wife got me the Switch for Christmas one year, that was the game that came with it. I played that shit. Probably got all the characters in one day, and then when I was trying to take it online to like actually run some games, I was like, really, real. It's it don't have that same zeal like Melee did or Brawl. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I don't care anybody say. That's just my opinion. That shit was overhyped. I don't see nobody talking about it. They probably still got tournaments, but like it's Street Fighter Six season. Who gives a shit? So
Yeah, and after that, it's Mortal Kombat season, then Tekken
Tekken
season.
8.
Like Smash Bros is fun for like just if you have people over at Thanksgiving and they're like, "Hey, give Grandma the controller." But like other than that,
Yeah,
I
and
can't. That's not a serious fighting game.
yeah, and I need to not look at it like as a fighting game. It's a brawler, but how the community treats that game like it's like the pinnacle.
Nah,
Like
nah.
I understand because it's no other brawlers that can compete with it, but at the same time, like this is if this is your what you put on the pedestal, it ain't much to look at. Like, nah, you need to
But
you need to ask for better.
they're not competing with it because it has flagship characters. Because it just has like easily recognizable characters that everyone knows and loves. If it was just like Mitch the mechanic and Carla the stapler or fucking Rob the fucking bartender, no one would give a fuck about the game, even with the same exact mechanics. The Nintendo characters sell that game.
That's the IPs.
Yeah.
The IP sell
As
that
with
game.
Nintendo, that's what they do. They sell their properties sell their games.
Nintendo been pimping people for years, so
Yeah. Fuck 'em. Fuck it. They're making their money.
yeah, they supposed to be streaming like a direct for that new Mario game and shit.
Okay.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not
No, I don't.
co-streaming. The last time I did a Nintendo stream, I don't even got that many subs. They said we own this shit now. I'm like fuck y'all, bruh.
Negative
Never again.
views.
Negative, like never again. But I digress. That's my number four.
Okay.
Y'all love it. I hate it. Shit was overhyped. Ask for better. All right.
It is what it is, man. All right, number three. For my number three, I am going with the Marvel Avengers game. I enjoyed it. It was fun when playing with people I know, but there's only so many robots you can beat up and so many bugs you can deal with. And when they canceled the Black Panther DLC because Chadwick died, rest in peace. Like that's the opportunity to release it because everyone will buy it. It's not cold hearted. You already had it in development. Just released the Wakanda world. I think they didn't have it done, so that was a good
Yeah, yeah.
excuse for them
They
to
eventually
say
released it. Eventually released it.
like, "Oh, we're out of respect. We're going to hold off." And they were like, "Phew, that bought us another month of programming." But that game fucking stunk. The single player story was dope with Kamala Khan, but after that, the multiplayer it was just so fucking repetitive over and over again. The same thing. And people were like, yeah, it's coming out because that came out like right when Endgame dropped, like around that same
Hmm.
like era. And it was just, I just felt it was just, it's too ambitious for what it was trying to be. And they were trying to DLC it, not DLC you, microtrans it out. Any game with that shit, I can't. I always have a
They was
problem.
yeah, they was yo, that's the messed up part. They they was picking y'all pockets clean, and then they just said we just gonna cut the servers. So people invested hundreds probably into those customizations, only to say, "Oh, thank you for your donations." Now y'all don't got no game no more. That's crazy, bro. That's damn, that's wild. Y'all was loving that shit too. I remember them streams.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It was fun to play, but like everything else, like it gets to a point where you're just like again, 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 like and you were just beating up the same robots over and over and over
Nah,
again.
the red robots was more difficult than the blue robots.
That's true. I
Now,
stand
now,
corrected.
now, them green motherfuckers though. That was a Soulsborne right
I,
there.
I stand corrected. The tough robots coming out the machine.
Yeah. My number three. I need to stop kicking you while you're down. My bad, bro. Um, um, my number three is NBA 2K15. I was gonna
15.
I was gonna do the series with that one too, but they had some standouts. 2K15 had Kevin Durant on the cover.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That shit had the most forgettable my player story. Well, they all forgettable, but I remember this game vividly because this one was the first 2K I bought. I literally played it for a day and then never touched the shit again.
Oh my god, I remember this, John. Okay.
This the shooting on here was so atrocious. The animations was bad. I it was it was between this one and the one where I think they had who was it? It had three cover athletes on it that year. And I'm looking this shit up so I can fucking
It's the one
tell
with
you.
Dirk. I
No,
remember there was one with like Dirk and
Dirk was cool. Dirk was all right.
Wall. Was Wall
Uh,
one?
I don't remember John Wall being on one. Um, where the fuck is it? Here we go. So it had here we go. It had George Paul George,
Paul
Derrick
George.
Rose, and Blake Griffin. That one.
At least one of my favorite basketball players.
And that shit in 13 was essentially like Derrick Rose's career broken. Like but 15 was way worse. Respectfully to Derrick Rose, I'm just talking shit. He actually is still playing, still productive. So, but that 15 was terrible, bro. 15 was so bad. I couldn't stand that one. I literally like. played it for a day, gave that shit right back to GameStop. That's like the
Damn.
only that's the only 2K I probably missed. Every other one I played consistently. Matter of fact, it might have been 2K16. It's one of them ones that had three cover athletes. No,
2K13 had it.
no. 2K16
That's
was
when
straight.
you mentioned
2K16 was
LeBron.
straight because it had that crazy my player story with Boss Kiyot.
Wait, 2K16 was the one with Spike Lee directed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you was on your and you the day you got drafted is your day your homeboy died and shit. He got killed in a drive-by.
Why does that have to happen?
I
Come
don't
on.
fucking
Can we
know. It's
play can we
Spike
not
Lee,
play the
bro. And then
stereotype?
when he got killed, Spike Lee did the slow motion zoom pan and shit where he follows you and shit. Like, but that's the only thing I remember about that 2K was the Boss Kiyot storyline and shit. But the one how you have one of the greatest shooters of all time on your cover, and the shooting is terrible. So
Dude, they just never it's tough to improve on a sports simulation. Like only thing you can do is just fix shit people complain about. But like how you can't make the NBA more NBA. Like there's no other mechanic.
you're right, but what you can do is not microtransaction me to death neither. Like
Yes, I
this new
definitely
one,
agree with that.
this new one coming out, they saying now it's a badge system where you don't even keep your badges. So like
What do you do with them?
your usage rate on each badge, right? So say you got clamps, but you fail on defense per se, like you don't be clamping people up. That shit could go from like a Hall of Fame badge and its bottom the threshold where it stops at is bronze. So you could have started out as a Hall of Fame clamp god, but then you could end up as a bum because your usage rate on that badge is not clicking like it's supposed to. It's crazy, bro. Like I'm considering skipping this one too.
You ain't gonna do it, bro.
I'm
You're
not.
gonna be
I'm
you're
not.
gonna be right up in there.
I'm not. But at the same time, it's like I'm not giving these motherfuckers money like I did before. Like I'm gonna be smarter about this shit.
Dude, that VC be calling you, man.
It do, bro. Because I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to play for 70 hours to be an
Yeah.
85 overall, bro.
You're an adult, man.
I
You
need.
got shit to do.
I,
That VC
I
is
work hard, bro. I got exposable income. Let me just pay an extra 70. Get this
yeah.
VC up
That's they know this. That's why they can charge you that.
and go to
They,
the end of the line. Fuck that shit. I ain't got time
they
for that.
know this. Damn. Oh shit! I lost my window. All right. That was your three? Yeah. Some on two. Okay. Number two. For the top five overhyped games, I'm going with Anthem,
Mm.
which was supposed to be, you need to change your oil. Um,
I heard that shit
top.
too.
Chugga, chugga, chugga. It's not like somebody was drumming. I thought it was somebody playing music when they first drew up past. Anthem, the Ubisoft this EA showed us a fucking great game. Like an immersive world, uh, like four player communicative combat, and then when it dropped, it was a dead world. Missions took longer to load than it took to actually do the missions. Flying mechanics were great. Gunplay mechanics were great. Loot system stunk, and just the lack of shit you could do stunk. Like the game did come out of nowhere, really. That's what it feels like, but it just it was disappointing. Like I put like 60 hours in that game too, and you just could never get like the grinds weren't even worth it. Like they downgraded the game so much, it didn't look the same, it didn't feel the same.
I think it was a mishandling of a great dev because BioWare is the one who actually made that game. EA should have just said, "Yo, we love the flight mechanics," and that shit was added last minute. Just make a fucking Iron Man game out of that shit.
That's what it felt. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
That shit, because I seen y'all. I seen the homie Sin streaming. I think, and
Flight
I
mechanics were dope.
the flight suit was dope. Like all that other shit, I can understand what you're saying, bro. That's crazy. They showed they showed how the game looked like at EA when they showed it. It was like, damn, the city busy, and then when the game dropped, it's like it's four niggas
Yep.
in this.
Janet Jackson to Freddie Jackson. That's how it went.
Damn.
That's exactly how it went. Like
Oh
it's
man.
they Ubisoft us.
Oh yeah. Let's not. What's Watch Dogs? Forever
Ugh.
live in infamy.
Yeah, man, that was dirty.
All right,
All
this
right,
all right. This is these are my final two, and it's a toss up. Which one I was more disappointed in? It was overhyped. Um, people gonna get mad at this shit, but I don't care. It has to be said. My number two is Breath of the Wild.
I'm not mad at that at all. Not at all. If you had to say that was your number one, I would wholeheartedly agree with you.
No, but my number one is going to be like community, worldwide agreed on my number one. But
I hope it's the new one, whatever the fuck it's called, Toast to the Charm,
no,
or whatever the fuck it is.
I only
The
played
old
5 hours,
one.
and at the same time, that shit is acting like it's like the same game except now you play with Legos. Like the shit don't make no sense.
Death Stranding. Is Death Stranding and cell shading.
You gotta have an engineering degree to play that bitch. Like fuck all that shit. I got a high school diploma. You kiss my ass. But Breath of the Wild is trash for a multitude of reasons. I don't care if anybody agree with me on this shit. For one, is devoid of story. You have to look for a story. They give you memories to go find, but it's not like a side mission that tells you where to go find the memories. That's a missed opportunity. The fucking the fact that everything, the durability system with the weapons, you get you a
Ugh.
dope sword that shit lasts 4 hits and then it's gone. Like, bro, you're damn the master sword, bro. Master by definition, above all, master. That shit has to be recharged like it's a goddamn cell phone. The fu-
These are good, very valid points.
this this fucking it was an open world that was dead. Okay, you can't talk that games that have open world concepts. For example, Elden Ring and Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, let's use those two for examples. Excuse me. It's an open, expansive world, but it's teeming with life. It's actually is people that you can interact with, NPCs. You can literally spend hours in Hyrule and not run across a single fucking horse. I
Indeed.
I know the fucking
Indeed.
I know the story says this is like post-apocalyptic Hyrule. They're starting from scratch. There's little pockets of communities, but those pockets are literally on the four corners of the fucking map, and in between is nothing. It's barren fucking wasteland, and you may run across a fucking Giga Klansman every other stroll and shit. But that's rare because Nintendo didn't want to spend the assets for outside of one NPC per fucking area. And let me not. The game been out for a while. Let's not get started on the actual final boss battle where you killed a fucking emotionless fucking hog monster shit that didn't fucking move, and then you just hit this motherfucker with glowing arrows and shit, but he stands perfectly still, waiting for you to end the fucking game. Fuck out of here, bro. Like y'all call this shit y'all game. Y'all literally fucking tweet. Oh, I was close to killing myself, but then I played Breath of the Wild. You should have fucking died because that shit should have not kept you alive. That game is fucking stupid, bro. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. I don't care what any of y'all say. That shit is fucking stupid. If you could walk around for, and hold up, before y'all even say anything, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Nah, nigga. 'Cause y'all gonna try to pull my card on some whole
I
shit.
don't think.
Y'all gonna try to pull my card on some
Do you
whole
know
shit.
too much about the game?
Okay? If y'all can see this shit, y'all can look right there. If this shit focus and shit, I spend
I'm
170
just telling.
hours on this
God
shit.
damn.
All right? So I can say more than anybody. This game is horse shit. And I spend 170 hours on this shit. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Princess Zelda could have stayed kidnapped. All right? I'm glad her father died. He was a bitch. All right? Of course, Link don't talk. He ain't got shit to say because he a pussy. Fuck him too.
All right.
I'm done. I'm done.
I feel your pain. I think the game sucks. I don't understand why people like it. But if you like it, you like it.
Critically acclaimed,
Yeah.
talked
Yeah.
about as the greatest game ever. No, bro.
I can't call it, bro.
Y'all on that fentanyl.
I'd rather play the thing with the beans. What's the thing with the beans? Fried guys? Nice guys? What's the thing with the beans?
I don't know.
The nice guys? The thing where you start with like 100 people?
Oh shit. I don't know what game is that, bro. I can't even tell you.
Man, I don't know. It's just the beans.
Just I'm about to Google the beans.
I don't know. I forgot what it is.
Oh, hold up. You talk Fall Guys.
Ball guys, yes.
They ain't beans, nigga.
They're big beans. I thought they were beans.
What the fuck? Oh shit! I'm about to put an animation up. Y'all tell
So
me.
they're not
Do,
okay.
do
So
this look like a ball fall guy? Right? Hold up. Which way? That. Damn it! My camera. Do this look like a fucking fall guy right here, or that look like some fucking bean? Then y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna impose two
yeah, the
pictures.
beans.
Oh my god, bro. I'm done.
Okay. All right. It's all right. So apparently I'm wrong. They're not beans. All right. My number one game, most overhyped, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh no, you supposed to be on number two.
No, I'm on number one.
Oh, you on number one? What's your number two?
You just did.
Anthem.
Yeah,
Anthem.
Anthem was number
All
two.
right, all
Number
right.
one, Cyberpunk. Was it 9 years in the making? No, 8 years in the making. They
Mm.
did that preview with the girl with the fucking razor blade
Yeah, the
arm.
praying mantis arms and shit.
Yeah. And then the game, they were trying to push that motherfucker out. They got Keanu Reeves on that bitch, and they said, "Yo, just put it out." Like, yo, it ain't done yet. Just fuck it, get it out there on them streets. And that shit was so goddamn buggy. I finished it on PS5. It shut down on me like 20 times or more.
Mm.
Uh, I the bugs were crazy. I hear they like fixed a bunch of shit, but that game was the city was dead, people's faces were dead, the missions were but the universe of Cyberpunk is amazing. Like so many movies have been made about that. Blade Runner, Akira.
Mm.
Like it created this atmosphere where like holy shit, I finally get to fucking be there in a game. And when it comes out, you're like, oh shit, I'm in here. I got a cybernetic arm. You get the blue screen of death on a fucking PlayStation. Like your shit just shuts down. Like you can't even get immersed in the game because the game keeps fucking crashing and freezing. And there's bugs and there's cars flying in the air.
But you don't get a
Uh
flying car.
nah. All the cars got wheels. But that's my number one game because I think that was truly the game that they had a vision for, but it was just too much to accomplish, especially including last gen consoles. If they had went for just PS5 and
Yeah.
Xbox One X and PC, they'd have been good. But they were trying to make that shit work on PS4 base model, PS4 base model Xbox One. That wasn't happening. Not a game of that size.
Mm.
And they hyped it up. And once I saw Keanu was in, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are desperate now. and that's my number one. Like I play all these games I played, I went through them, and I just wasn't, satisfied with them. That's all. That's my top five. Thank you.
Hey, quick question if I say my number one. When we do this show, right? Do we discuss our list beforehand?
No,
Ever?
never.
All right. So
That's the
my number
point.
exactly. So my number one is Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I was like, because I thought you was going to say Breath of the Wild too, because we did have a previous conversation, and I was debating whether to be number one or number two, and I put it number two just because, as y'all can see, I played 170 hours,
Yeah, you
but
put in the time, bro.
I put in the time. But Cyberpunk, for the exact same reasons you said, I was so hyped looking at that E3 trailer, and I'm like, oh my god, this is next gen. This is what I've been waiting for, bro. Like all the wall running feature was cut out. The same animations was not used in that initial trailer that you got in the game. God forbid you get immersed in a chapter only for that shit to crash and you forget the fucking manual save. So you have to do that entire mission over. It's also a part on that bitch where I was doing a mission and the game literally froze mid mission, so I had to go all the way back from scratch and do that exact same mission over again. That shit was so frustrating. I beat that shit twice, and like you said, the world, the world building, the lore, I loved all that shit. It's a good game under there. It was just so they just rushed it out, man, and it's disappointing. People are hyped for this Phantom Liberty shit coming out. I'm gonna wait and see if this shit is even playable, if I even get that DLC. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spend my hard-earned money on that shit when y'all initially gave me a false bill of goods to begin with.
Yeah.
All right, I play that game. That shit crashed on me like 6 times in one day. Six
Wasn't ready
times.
to drop, man.
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like this. So I. That's like, yeah. That's literally our number one. This is the first time ever on the show we got the exact same
Yo, it's and we didn't discuss a single word beforehand. These
hell
lists,
no.
these lists are always a complete surprise.
Damn, this is a first. I'm gonna put some sound effect. I'm gonna put like confetti going off.
Yeah, I mean that's good that we both recognize that, dude. Dude, like what was it? When that game came out, 2021. They showed the
2020.
2020, and they showed the trailer in 2013. So
Correct.
7 years of just like what's happening, what are they doing? Oh, is it going to be great? And that's 7 years after they showed like the game, that trailer where they already had like models in place, they already had an engine going. So they've been working on that game for a good minute.
They literally worked on it like I I think they was like close to finishing The Witcher 3 actually. And that's when they started production on that game. And
When did
that
Witcher 3 come out?
oh what hold on, I need to Google that shit. Uh
'Cause that just started that.
Witcher 3 video game
That was a three.
release.
That was on 360 and PS3, right?
Well, yeah, 2015, 2016. Well, that was
Yeah.
the 20 around 2015, 2016 that
So
release.
that's right in that gap where it's a PlayStation 4 and 3 title.
Yeah, but they know better, bro. You know damn well before that game really, bro. This shit they. You know how bad a game has to be for it to get removed from the Play Store.
That's bad. Steam. I think Steam was doing shit where they were giving people refunds, and the game has to be running really bad for when a person with like a custom built computer that's made to handle like intense graphics and such, they're having problems.
bruh,
Like,
bruh. PlayStation wasn't giving nobody no refund back. They just said we not just gonna we just not gonna be a part of a class action lawsuit. We just gonna take
yeah,
this shit to keep people from buying it.
dude, that was that. Yeah, they had to take it off. That game bombed horribly. Oh shit. We also got to do honorable mentions too. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I ain't got none really. Cause like a matter of fact, hold on, cause I know I got some games on this bitch that deserve some fucking
Overrated, like.
some overrated.
All right. Well, so while you look for that, I'm gonna just say I got three here. Grand Theft Auto trilogy,
Mm,
because people were looking forward to that coming back out, and apparently they edited out a bunch of stuff, and the graphics were just terrible. Fallout 76,
okay.
which was supposed to be it's Fallout. After Fallout 4, you expect something grand, and then it was a multiplayer Fallout with none of like the missions or characters or NPCs, all the things that made Fallout. And then I had the Xbox One X, the
Mm.
one that the system they released like 2 years right before the it's fucking 8 o'clock at night and they're picking up the recycling. Um they yeah, that was a stupid release. They should have just held off on that.
Gotcha.
It's like fucking five
Um,
Xboxes.
I got one. I got one in a possible, like it's a spade hand and shit. But I'm just gonna say just my one, cause this one was super hype, and I was extremely disappointed in this shit. Was on the Nintendo Switch, of course. It's a Zelda game, of course. Hyrule Warriors. That shit was by Suda. The Hyrule Warriors, the Age of Calamity. Shit ran like trash, like sub 15 FPS at some points and shit. Bruh, I couldn't even like I with fighting that many enemies, bro. You need those FPS to dodge or react in time, my nigga. Like I got fucking Zelda went Super Saiyan and shit. But I couldn't do shit because she was moving like a goddamn robot, and and I died like 15 times. So I was like, nah, this shit was
Is it
garbage.
it's a fighting game?
No, 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 no. It's a if you know anything about the Warrior series where you was like 1 versus 1,000 and shit, those
Okay.
type of fighting games. Um, they was asked to make like kind of like a prequel to Breath of the Wild, but it's really story wise, they actually like changed the story,
Okay.
so it's not necessarily like I kind of like what they did because it seems like you could actually negate all the shit that happened in Breath of the Wild in that game, but the fact that it ran so poorly, it took me out the immersion and the fun of it, and the fact that that just lets me know like this system is garbage. They need to upgrade the shit like severely.
Okay.
Outside of the frame rate, the pacing was bad, and I ain't gonna hold you. I I had fun, but not as much as I could have had if the shit was actually ran like it was supposed to. So that's why I said it was overhyped. This like how they presented this shit was like people was talking every year. People keep saying we go to get a Nintendo Switch Pro or some shit, right? Nintendo.
Damn.
I'm convinced Nintendo like show their trailers on PC, like running on the PC on an
I wouldn't be
emulator.
surprised.
I'm convinced. I can't prove it, but I'm convinced they run their trailers through a PC emulator, and then when you get the game, you, it's not the same, bro. It is not. It's the Ubisoft niggas, bro.
They out here Ubisoft.
For real.
Damn, that shouldn't be a fucking.
That's a yes. That's
That
a
shouldn't
term.
be a phrase. That shouldn't be a phrase.
Well, it is. We
Your,
use they
your,
ooby saying niggas, bro.
your company shouldn't be that nefarious where you're known for doing bad things to people.
Oh well.
All right. Well, that's our top five overhyped games. I think we had pretty similar lists, and like I could agree with everything on yours. Uh,
I
yeah,
ain't got no complaints on yours, bro. So
yeah. Like this is the least controversial list we've had, which is great because that's going to set us up for our next one, where it's probably going to get heated just a little bit.
all right.
But thank you. I'm the Fanatic215. You can find me on Instagram at emoneygrip skin tight jeans. And my good brother right here.
Ant the CEO. You can find me everywhere as Ant the CEO on Threads and on Twitter. And appreciate y'all, man.
Yep. Thank you for checking this out and stay tuned for more.